Sydney Sport advertisement. For my digital artifact, I decided to make a video advertisement around the concept of the return of professional sport to Sydney in 2022. Due to the government-forced restrictions from COVID-19, citizens of Sydney were stripped of live professional sport as major competitions were forced to relocate to other states of Australia. The concept of the advertisement is to intrigue and excite sport lovers in Sydney and to engage the community to get involved in the return of live sport. I'll be using iMovie to capture and merge footage from professional sporting teams in Sydney, as well as showcasing the major sporting stadiums that will hold the biggest events in New South Wales. For the prototype of my project, it will involve taking footage from previous sporting events that were located in Sydney or involve Sydney sporting clubs. The reason for this is to give viewers the excitement and the hype that is needed to engage them into my advertisement. The image on the top left is a digital image of what Sydney Football Stadium will look like by the time the reconstruction has concluded in a few months. The football stadium has been a huge icon of sport in Australia since its existence, and its redevelopment involves a high-quality game day experience. I chose this image to grab the attention of the community and the fans to experience this stadium that is certain to hold an ecstatic atmosphere. The image I've included on the top right is taken by a photographer from a high-angle perspective at Sydney's largest sporting venue, Accor Stadium. The reason I chose to present this image is an attempt to force fans to remember the excitement of being at a live sporting event. This image conveys an exciting and engaging atmosphere with the high stadium attendance. The image on the bottom right is an image of a soccer match in Sydney from a crowd or spectator's point of view so that the viewer can visualise the atmosphere of it. Before I began the process of turning the content into a video, I chose the previous images as well as footage taken by fans at live sporting events to present to a wide variety of different individuals to identify the level of engagement within the project. I started off with presenting these pieces of content to teenagers with sporting experience and interests and received positive feedback towards encouraging them to get involved with live sport this year. Initially, I only included young people as my target audience for my project. However, I wanted my target market to expand to include families. My next step, I decided to determine the level of engagement within each sport play in New South Wales. I surveyed members of my target audiences and I found an overwhelming reaction in favour of rugby league, soccer and cricket. However, this changed my perspective towards the project. Not only do I want to promote the most popular sporting interests, but I also want to equally engage sporting fans to find an equally target audience whilst promoting the return of sport. This has inspired me to create a video advertisement that excites, engages and informs the public of what sport in Sydney has to offer in 2022. The project will be produced and uploaded to digital and social media platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram Reels, and TikTok.